Okay, we'll continue with more irregular verbs. See, saw, seen, hide, hid, hidden, know, knew, known. I really like nuts. If I see some nuts around the house, I have to eat them. I have to eat them. I can't stop myself. My wife knows me very well, so she hides the nuts. She hides the nuts from me. She thinks if I don't know where they are, I won't eat them, and I won't get fat. Yesterday, she hid them behind the books. But I knew where they were because I saw her doing it. I saw her hiding them. If she had seen me watching her, she would have hidden them somewhere else. If she'd seen me watching her, she would have hid them somewhere else. My wife and I have known each other a long time. She knows me very well. Write, wrote, written, give, gave, given, take, took, taken. Tom, would you write the address of your website? Would you write down the address of your website? Oh, sure. And would you give it to me, please? Sure. There you go. Thank you. I wrote the address, I gave it to you, and you took it. I wrote the address, I gave it to you, and you took it. The address was written by me and given to you. You take pictures with a camera. You take pictures with a camera. I thought I had taken a lot of pictures yesterday, but I found out the camera wasn't working. The camera was broken. I thought I had taken a lot of pictures. Wake, woke, woken, get, got, gotten, swim, swam, swum. In the summer, when it's warm outside, I usually wake up early, get out of bed, have some coffee, and then go for a swim. And then go for a swim. Go for a swim. Usually I swim for a half hour. This morning I woke up late. I got up around 8. And I only swam for 20 minutes. If I had gotten more sleep, I could have woken up earlier and I could have swum a little longer. Ring, rang, rung, speak, spoke, spoken. This is the sound of a ring. That sound is called a ring. When the phone rings, you might hear this after you say hello. Hello, may I speak to Hugo, please? May I speak to Hugo, please? Yesterday the phone rang, and you answered it. It was your boss. He spoke to you about your job. If the phone had rung the day before yesterday, you would not have spoken to him because you were out of town. You were out of town. You weren't there. You were out of town. Come, came, come, become, became, become. If you combine, that means put things together. If you combine the sounds of the letter S, S, and the letter H, H, the sound becomes sh. The combination of these two letters becomes sh. When you combined the sound of the letter C, k, with the letter H, the sound became ch, ch. If you had combined this letter T with the letter H, the letter T, t with the letter H, the combination would have become th, as in the. I'm going to tell a joke. I'm going to tell a joke. Whenever somebody says they're going to tell a joke, they also say, stop me. Stop me if you've heard this one. Stop me if you've heard this one. Okay? I'm going to tell a joke. Once there was an old woman who lived by herself, who lived by herself in a house with only her parrot for company. A parrot is a bird. A parrot is a kind of bird that knows how to talk. One day the sink stopped working in the woman's house. The sink broke, and she had to call a plumber. She wanted to make the sink work, so she had to call a plumber. While she was waiting for the plumber, she remembered that the parrot needed some food, so she went to the store. While she was at the store, the plumber came to the house, and he knocked on the door, and he heard, "Ah, who's there?" And the plumber said, "It's the plumber. I've come to fix the sink." The plumber spoke English very well. "I've come to fix the sink." And nobody came to the door. So he knocked again, a little louder. And he heard, "Ah, who's there?" And he said, "It's the plumber. I've come to fix the sink." And nobody came to the door. So he knocked real loud. And he heard, "Ah, who's there?" And he said, "It's the plumber." And then he had a heart attack and he fell down on the doorstep. And the woman came home and she saw the person lying there on her doorstep and she said, "My goodness, who's that? Who's that?" And she heard the parrot say, "Ah, it's the plumber. He's come to fix the sink."